Prepare to be spooked as we dive into the world of the supernatural with 10 of the most convincing ghost sightings we've seen in a while. These creepy encounters will leave you questioning the existence of the paranormal and wondering what could be lurking in the shadows. From chilling apparitions caught on video to mysterious photographs that will test your nerves. Join us as we share these creepy encounters and delve into the stories behind each one. You know the drill. Hit those lights, sit back, and enjoy. Now, before we begin, we'd like to say a special thank you to this video's sponsor, Wonder. Wonder is an app that creates digital artworks from a simple prompt. All you do is enter a word or description, pick an art style, and Wonder can bring your idea to life, and you won't even be able to tell that it wasn't created by a human. It's easy to use as well. Simply install the app using the link below to get a free trial of their premium version of Wonder, and then follow the steps. First, you need to describe your idea as clearly as you can. Then just choose a style and wait to see what your results are. There are over 20 styles in the premium version, which allows you to unleash your creativity. Plus you get to make as many different pieces of art as you want. And the premium version is ad-free. It's great fun to play with. It allows you to build some really detailed scenes and explore some really creepy prompts, like what about the first selfie on Mars? Or how about despair? There's a lot of stuff that we cover on this channel that just seems unimaginable, but not anymore. With Wonder, you get to create everything you wouldn't want to meet in your worst nightmares. So go ahead and click the link in the description box below to explore Wonder and get a free trial of the premium version. We think you'll have a lot of fun. And now, if you haven't already done so, hit those lights, sit back, and enjoy. Floating child. This piece of footage was captured in a home in Japan. We're not sure when or exactly where, but it appears to show a child floating through the house. Take a look. It looks like it was filmed on a homeowner's CCTV. However, the homeowner was not as spooked as you may think, as he believes it was a Zashiki Warashi, a famed character from Japanese folklore, and was thrilled that the apparition had visited him, as this creature is not a creature of terror, but rather a childlike ghost who likes to play pranks, and once it inhabits your property, the homeowner will enjoy good fortune. What do you make of it? Farmhouse ghost. The next one we're going to take a look at is a photograph, which was found in an old album by the owner of a Welsh farmhouse. The image shows the outside of his home, however he was shocked when he noticed a creepy looking face peering out from one of the windows. Can you see it? The homeowner posted the photo on social media to get a second opinion on what he was seeing, and many agreed something strange was going on. The house, located on the outskirts of Elmlick on Anglesey, was built in 1923 in the aftermath of World War I, and has passed through the generations down to the current owner. But the building has seen its fair share of tragedy. The current owner's great-grandmother died just 6 weeks after moving into the then newly built family home. Then the following year, a 14-week-old baby boy passed away in the house, followed by the now owner's grandfather and mother. Over the years, there have been some unexplained incidents in the house, with lights turning off by themselves, and the family dog being spooked by an unseen presence. The owner believes the figure in the window could be his mother, as in life she had long black hair, similar to the person in the window. Route 87 ghost. A truck driver got the shock of his life whilst driving on Arizona State Route 87 when he noticed a figure standing motionless on the roadside. He later checked his dashcam footage and it had captured this. The driver said there were no other vehicles in sight and described the glare that appears at the side of the road as resembling a standing human figure. What would you do if you were driving along the road and saw this? Would you stop and take a look or carry on going? Scalan Seminary monk. Scalan Seminary in the Scottish Highlands was once used as a refuge for Catholic monks. So when this photograph was taken, showing what appears to be a hooded figure standing in the window, many believed one of the monks had returned in death, although there is no record of anyone dying violently at the now abandoned seminary in the Scottish Highlands. A teacher called John Patterson died there of natural causes in 1783. He was allegedly so tall he needed a long coffin that would not fit through the low door and into the narrow corridor and the steep staircase. Could this be the spirit of John Patterson, making his presence known through the window of the building? A case of pareidolia or a prank? What do you think? Tudor Apparition. Hampton Court Palace was built in 1525 on the banks of the River Thames, just outside of central London. Famously designed by Henry VIII, it is the scene of many dramatic events, including the death of Henry's third wife, Jane Seymour, during childbirth, and the imprisonment of his fifth wife, Catherine Howard, before her execution at the Tower of London. And both King Charles I and Oliver Cromwell also have an association with the building. According to groundskeepers of the building, on 3 consecutive days in the winter of 2003, the palace security staff were called to close one particular door in the palace. On the first day of these reports, CCTV footage showed the doors flying open, but there was nothing to reveal why. It was the second day that a ghostly apparition dressed in period clothing was caught on camera. Take a look. According to records, no one dressed in period clothing was in the building that day, and one visitor wrote in the palace's visitor book on the day this footage was caught that she had seen a ghost in that particular area. The figure in the video became known as the Skeletor, and despite numerous investigations, this case has never been solved. Decebal Hotel Ghost. The Decebal Hotel, formerly known as Franz Iosif Hotel, was built in 1865 in the spa town of Bailey Herculane in Romania. The abandoned hotel has the reputation of being haunted and attracts ghost hunters from around the world. Local legend says that beneath the foundations of the hotel is Roman hidden treasure, and a woman's spirit keeps guard of the building to stop treasure hunters from stealing it. While the following photograph was taken in 2008 by a tourist, and it seems to confirm that there is a spirit present in the building. This is not the first time the female apparition has been witnessed on the staircase, but is the first time a clear image was caught on camera. The photographer didn't realize until she got home and looked at the photos she had taken. It was then that she noticed what appears to be the shadow of a woman dressed in long white clothes. What do you think? Freemasons. On January 22, 1985, the Coventry Freemason organisation had a dinner event at St Mary's Guildhall in Coventry in the United Kingdom. The group were photographed as they bowed their heads in prayer at the start of their meal. However, when this photograph was developed, a mysterious towering figure appeared in the image who was not present at the dinner and appeared to be wearing clothes from another era that resembled a monk's frock. Built around 1340, the historic St Mary's Guildhall is one of the only remaining medieval buildings in the city and is home to the magnificent Coventry Tapestry, which provides a glimpse into the Coventry's fascinating history and has links to King Henry V, VI and VII, and Mary Queen of Scots. She is reportedly one of the many ghostly apparitions said to have been witnessed in the building over the centuries. However, the most persistent sighting is that of a ghostly monk, and it's thought his presence was captured again in 2014 when Irish President Michael Higgins gave a speech at the Guildhall and was photographed by a local newspaper who captured a strange floating emerald mass behind the president. Is this a trick of the light, or was the monk from the 1985 Freemasons meeting captured once again near the tapestry? Farm Boy. This photograph was taken at a farm in Hertfordshire, England in 2008 by photographer and graphic designer Neil Sandbach. It was to be used on a wedding invite for his friend's upcoming wedding, and at first glance it looks innocent enough. However, when Neil later opened the file in Photoshop to tidy it up, he noticed a white figure in the distance on the right. When zooming in, this is what he saw. Initially, he didn't think it was anything supernatural, but after the wedding, couples asked staff at the venue if the place was haunted. They told them that for years they'd been plagued by the spooky apparition of the ghost of a young boy dressed in white nightclothes, who was always spotted close to the main barn. Now, take that as you will, but we think that is pretty damn convincing and scary. The Bélmez Faces. Since 1971, the Pereira family in Bélmez, Spain, have been troubled by creepy stains repeatedly appearing on their kitchen floor. Known as the Bélmez Faces, the family claims that the strange images keep emerging despite efforts to wash them away. The stains manifest as creepy faces with both male and female features of different shapes and sizes, and one face can morph into another. When the first face appeared, the then owner of the house, Maria Gomez Camara, was so disturbed that her husband smashed up the flooring with an axe in a bid to rid the home of the unwanted markings. But as the surface dried, a new ghastly face soon appeared. Take a look at some of the images that have manifested over the last 40 years. The faces caused such a stir in the tiny town of Bélmez that it prompted the mayor to forbid any further destruction of the stains, ordering that they should be preserved for research. The site soon became a tourist attraction, and in 1972, hundreds of people visited the House of the Faces. Paranormal experts got involved and believed the house was built on the site of a 17th century murder and was close to an ancient cemetery, and that the faces could be paranormal in nature. The more cynical believed that it was all a hoax, with the family profiting from the money generated from tourists. The phenomenon was so widely publicized that meticulous research into the concrete and its patterns was conducted right up until Maria died, aged 85 in 2004. However, in a creepy twist, the faces continued to appear after her death, dismissing the theory that Maria was responsible for them. A technical analysis on the faces concluded that the images were not made with paint, and that there was no external manipulation or elements in the faces. Efforts to recreate them using concrete solvents, hydrochloric acid, and silver nitrate were unsuccessful. To this very day, there is no scientific explanation for the unnerving faces, and the case remains a mystery to this day. What do you think? Soul leaving the body. Our last entry in this video may give you some comfort that our souls leave our body and head to another world. This video allegedly shows the moment a man's soul leaves his body after he drowned in a river. The footage was shot on a phone by Chanel on November 21st, 2020 in the Philippines. Take a look. The man reportedly drowned at the quarry site while trying to save a stray dog. He was able to save the animal and push it to safety, but in doing so, he slipped into a deeper part of the river. As rescuers tried to save him, onlookers witnessed the white spirit emerge from the water, and he was not saved. Some believe it could just be someone smoking to the left of the person filming, while others believe this is proof that our spirits leave our body upon death. What do you think? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. So that's 10 convincing ghost photographs and videos that we hope will get you thinking about the paranormal. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to head down to the description box below to start making some awesome AI art on Wondery.